What's up, everybody? 03 Canadian F5 here with episode 8 of Tuning and Hooning. So last episode I showed you the build process of my Stormtrooper Chevelle SS with the 454 in it. And today's video is going to be basically me taking it to the track and giving you my thoughts and criticisms about the car and the tune that I'm going to make available on my storefront. So this car started out as a stock Chevelle 454 SS. It was red with the black stripes. I painted it white, put the Stormtrooper helmet on it, black wheels, whatnot. Had 600 horsepower. The car now has 741 horsepower. I found that with the car weighing 3,100 pounds or 3,200 in that area, that it was actually it was underpowered with 600 horsepower. So a 741, in my opinion, is just perfect, as you still have to work to get it sideways. So here we are in the last couple of seconds of the first lobby. Unfortunately, it is Fujimi Kaido. This is not a perfect Kaido car because it's so heavy. I like to have a car that's somewhat flickable, I guess you can say. Not that this car is not flickable, but it's more. I find it's more of a bodyweight drifter. You'll see in maybe not in this video, but I do have another one coming out, a new series that I'm starting of Forza videos. But you'll see where I do use a Scandinavian flick a lot, which most of you should know what it is. So again, here we are starting up. Welcome to Fujimi Kaido. Note all of the Japanese cars. Let's warm up the tires a little bit. So right off the bat here, I was having a little bit of a hard time getting the car sideways. Again, I usually use something like a 240 or even my my Cobra, the motorcycle versus car drift battle car on this track. So something this bulky, I'm not really used to. I'm making excuses here, but a lot of traffic. This corner gets me almost every time. And especially with a car that, with this much weight, you carry way too much momentum through, just missed him right there. Carry a lot of momentum through the corners, so if you're not careful, you'll make contact. As far as how twitchy the car, it's not twitchy. I tuned it that way, so that it wouldn't be super twitchy with the wheel. It just lets me be a little smoother with it. But what I do like is that it is responsive to my inputs. But on a downhill course like this with it, and I mentioned this, having so much weight, you'll see yourself sliding through corners and missing the clipping points, because you're carrying so much momentum with all the weight. If any of you remember your physics classes, you'll remember that the heavier the mass of an object, the more momentum, right? No, that was unusually clean through that section for me. I'm still learning how to drift. I'm getting a little better. Learning with the wheel versus learning with the controller and then switching to the wheel. I don't know if it was an added challenge or... I actually find that I have a harder time controller drifting at this point. But I had this cut properly and then I clipped that. Now we're getting to my favorite section. The the latter half of the downhill course. I usually have some issues with the first half, especially with a big boat like this. This is a land yacht. Not, well, okay, it's a big boat, but it's not necessarily a land yacht like let's say an Impala. So, I'm never too worried about points and what place I come in. I mean, I drift more because it's fun and I like to challenge myself, and I like to, you know, I'd rather keep sections clean than try and get the most points that I possibly can. But running third place right now, which isn't terrible, it's pretty good for me actually. Wasn't happy with losing 10,000 points there. I say I don't care about points, but when I lose that many, it stings. Little Miata following me through this section here. Usually overdo it with the transfer into the next drift on that section. And then I always clip the wall in the tunnel. Hard on the brakes, I didn't want to hit the 350. Now, what happened right there, and there's a bit of a dip in the road right there, and because this car has such big tires in the back, as soon as I caught that dip and it put a lot of pressure on the rear, it caught traction again and swung the front end around, and then that killed me in that section. These two in front of me were doing a little bit of tandeming through there. And then hard on the brakes and still slid across, because like I said, this car carries a lot of momentum. So there was a vote to kick me from the room after this lobby, for obvious reasons. I did apologize over the mic, but I guess people are deaf. I mean, I usually hate on people that cross the finish line at the end of these sessions, and I just went and did the same thing, so whoops. So, yeah, I just want to thank you guys for sticking around and watching. Please feel free to like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/03CanadianF5, 03CanadianF5, and twitter.com/03CanadianF5. The links are right here. And subscribe. We'll see you next time.